Hey guys, Yo Easter Case and another Kool-Aid Man video, and this time it's an Axolotl Kool-Aid Man. So, let's get started. I just start with a pencil outline, a little bit purplish but mostly dark, and I do the legs, this leg a few times until I decide I'm gonna just go over the normal leg but just add toes. And then after I do the legs, I'm gonna do the hands. And the hands that's usually in a fist, I'm gonna make it unclenched. Just cause I thought I didn't really like going with a fist anymore and I want to change the proportions a little bit more. In the end piece, you'll notice I forgot to add the handle. I guess that's a little spoiler for later. And now I've started doing the outline for the picture he's holding. And I made it yellow because I think originally I want to go off a purple-yellow thing. But now I think that makes sense for an overall outline. But anyway, I keep it yellow till the end. And also the purple outline with air quotes, it's not really that purplish. Now I'm filling in the colors. I'm making it really pink. And then I'm gonna airbrush some more pink colors into it. And now I'm just erasing a little bit of pink. And then I'm gonna add the smile. I want it to be like an axolotl mouth. To me, an axolotl mouth is just kind of like a long kind of slice that lets it open the mouth. And I did that in yellow for a little bit, but then I changed it back to black. And it's not really that long of a mouth, because it kind of looked really creepy with a really long mouth. Now I'm doing the mark, and also this drawing is just pretty creepy in general, like with the smiling face, the eyes, and the dotted nose, and especially the marks, the just like the random mark I put outside to release empty space. Now I'm doing some wavy patterns that look like it's coming from its back, and I'll do some more on the legs later. So after I erased all the pink that went out of the outline, I decided to make the mouth black. Instead, I went with the same size mostly, just a little thinner. And then I tried to accentuate the noses more. Now with the branches, I guess you call them branches? I'm not sure. And axolotl gills are usually behind those branches. But anyway, I make them kind of look like seeds at first, but then I'll make them look more wavy. And instead of like a real axolotl, I went with a more different interpretation where they have translucent bits around the branches, and even the tail later on. But the tail does have translucent bits, but this time it's red. So after the outline for the red around the branches, I'm filling them in and lowering the opacity of that layer. I got that trick. It's not really a trick. It's just like, instead of getting a tool and doing lower opacity, you can just do it with high opacity and lower the opacity of the layer. I got that from my friend. And the friend is Ashlynn Chey, usually the person who always comments, because I know that person in real life, and we talk a lot. and they're really good at drawing. So the picture here doesn't really make sense for the main theme of this Kool-Aid Man, which is Axolotl. It looks like it'll work for a group base type of thing, but I go with it anyway, and I'll also redo the outline for the picture later on. And I'm making it pour water. It'll pour water onto his foot, and I decide I want the water to like roll off the picture. And I change the opacity for the water, and then I add some more darker bits, and then lower the opacity again. And then the darker outline, which I think makes it look better, and I add some of the dark outlines in the inside. But I'll do that after I redden some of the translucent bits around the branches. Now I'm deciding where the tail should go. I put it on the left side instead, and I want the tail to go backwards, like turn backwards instead. After that, I'm adding the red translucent thing around it. I don't really know what to call it, so I'm just calling them translucent bits. And then I'll fill them in with red. It's kind of cool a little later, because it looks like it's glowing, even though they aren't supposed to glow in real life. But I go with it anyway, and then I'll lower the opacity, which I think I already did right now. Yeah, I already did it. Now I'm filling in the color for the branches, and I'm adding some freckles or dots. Now, axolotls come in a ton of different colors, and they come with a lot of different types of dots. The really pale ones usually have gold dots, I'm pretty sure. And some other ones, like purple, have like blue dots and things like that. I also add some purple dots onto a picture, which I forget about later because like really hard to see them. And now shading. This time I'm using the pencil tool like I do for other Kool-Aid men. But this time because I think it works a lot better now. Because for this Kool-Aid man, I started off with the pencil. I colored in with the pencil tool and I did the outline with the pencil tool, which I don't usually do. I use the fountain pen tool. And then I'm airbrushing the shade that I put on him, which I don't usually do, but I think it makes it look like it cleanly blends into the skin. Now I put the shadow for him, and now I'm just adding some rocks at the bottom. I used the fountain pen because I used the fountain pen for the shadow too, and I'm adding the rocks because it's in my reference image, and it was the first thing I could think of, and the bottom looked way too plain. I used the fountain pen for the rocks, but I think I should use the pencil because it would look better with the Kool-Aid man. And then I'm just going for kind of washed out green for the background. Now I'm just writing the sign, Yoli, Esta Yoli for Yoli Staircase, even though I think Yoli S.C works better. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching till this far. Thanks a lot if you actually did watch till this far in those 9 or 10 minutes. And just thanks for even watching in the first place. Thanks for clicking on video that says Axolotl Kool-Aid Man drawing. And anyway, have a good day and tell me how you thought it was.